Well, I guess I wasn't recording, so start this over. We got that plow, that Hamey there, hooked up to the 9200. He's going over to plow a field. I'm about to follow him over there. And then I got my tractor and disc down here to plow this, start on this. It's about 4 o'clock. It's been too windy today, as you can tell the wind's blowing. It's been too windy to film, so I didn't really get much footage. My dad's over there on the dozer trying to fix the pond dam behind this barn. But we got the track hose serviced up, everything except for the final drives. We couldn't get the final drives with the tools we had. We had to come back in the morning with some better tools, so didn't have everything I needed for that. But I'm gonna follow him over, help him get unfolded. That plow he's pulling is kind of a piece, it's POS, I guess you could say. So anyway, you could do it with one person, but it's pretty dangerous. It's an older plow. I don't know why my dad didn't want to hook up his John Deere plow, but maybe he don't have sweeps on it. I ain't looked. Maybe some penetrators on there still. But that's his plow unfolded there. And that's mine right there. Anyway, that's what we're up to today. I didn't get much footage today because, well, we're pretty oily and the wind's blowing like crazy. I just didn't want to mess with the camera, so I gotta babysit this dog tonight. My mom's left for the day, or left for the night, so hopefully she don't bite my kids. I don't want to have to shoot her today. She's a pretty good old dog. She doesn't like to be smothered, and my kids like to smother her, so it didn't work out. I'm gonna go help him, and then I'll get back, get some footage of some tillage probably. I got my dad's tractor moved over here, and he's rolling with it. His hired hand is. It's pretty woolly over here in the spots. Trying to get this ground ready for sedan, some hay grazer we're gonna put in the ground. That old plow there like to kill me one day, about fell on me. I went and bought me a different one. I pulled it for a long time. Dad's got a 9200 and the older 8760 that my grandpa used to have, and then I got my 9220. We don't have the newest and greatest equipment. We like what we got though. It's a pretty solid old tractor there. Just holler at me if you need me. I'll go hop on my tractor. Okay. He'll have this little field whipped in about 30 minutes. I'm gonna go and hop on mine and see if I can get started on it. Well, I made it back over here, and I guess Dad, he got finished up with this little job, or he gave up one. I'm about to go check it out. I never could fix this thing with the dozer before because it had cattails on the back side of this pond, and it was wet all the time. Now we're so dry now. You can do anything you want probably, but oh, it's rough out here. Get to discing this here in a minute. I got ruts out here from last harvest. I didn't ever plow this. I just sprayed it and left it lay out for hay grader this year. I should have plowed it about a month ago though. I'm a little behind the 8-ball, but back when it used to rain a little, we got some ruts. Yeah, it looks like he got her fixed. The spillway on this thing is gonna have to be addressed. It's washed out real bad too. I'm I'm definitely gonna have to do something with it, but I wish I would have been over here to take a little video of this as he was working, because could have explained a little on how we fix these things, but we'll go take a look. This thing's plumb silted up, but I know there's no way to ever clean it all out without a dump truck, so probably couldn't. It'd be hard anyway. Check out what he did here. He had to back way up in here to get good soil, because you can't put silt like that back up into a dam that's broke, because it won't hold. It looked like he was kind of running out of good dirt here. He kind of just got what he could. Back way up. This thing was completely broke out. I mean, it was washed plumb out. This should hold. It spills over there. The spillway's washing out pretty bad. We need to do some work on it. I rent this place here, and this has been needing fixed for a while. It broke real bad last spring. Back here is where I was gonna get some dirt to fix it, and it was always wet back there. It's real wet behind the spillway all the time. But yeah, this looks good. What we do on a deal like this is, where it's broke, we'll shape off each side, give it a flat as slope as possible for that new soil to set on and pack it in. And if you just go to filling in a gap, it'll never hold. He did a pretty good job. Go over here and look at this spillway. The spillway's in trouble on this thing. Those little dens like that's what causes a lot of these dams to fail. But it looks like this one here is mainly from wind erosion. It finally got to where it was going over the top over there. And we need to get the traco in here and dig around this edge and just pile the silt up in here and try to widen this just to protect it from the wind erosion a little more. Worked on this spillway before. It's not ideal. It has too much fall too fast, and it's hard to keep it from washing out. Got some little Chinaberry trees or some type of plum thicket growing on this thing now. It spills right here, and then it goes back up in there, and it goes off over there. This needs beefed up a little more, it looks like. The problem is once it spills around here, you want to keep it away from, falling too fast over here. But eventually, it has to fall down there. We turned it loose over here. I made it to where it gradually kind of went over there and then spilled, but this is what happened. Just completely, I mean, it's eventually it's just going to keep going. I really need to address it. I don't know how to fix it though without going up, make it spill more gradually up there. It's a pretty big job to fix this deal. We'll see about it though. Give it a little time. We got people waiting on us right now to fix their stuff. Probably need to get to. This will be one of them deals when I get tired. I don't think it's gonna, if it comes a hell of a flood, it might be a problem, but if it comes a big enough rain just to fill that pond up and spill a little, it's not gonna be an issue. That's what's going on today. Go hop on this tractor. and get a little footage of that. I wish I would have filmed a little more. It's just so windy. I don't even know if you'll be able to hear me on this right now. The wind's still blowing pretty good, so we definitely need to get in here and widen that dam on this so it don't jeopardize it again. But this stuff here, well, it's a little more solid than I thought it would be. I don't know, it's pretty soft. I don't know how workable it would be. Get in here and work some of this out. Some of them will surprise you and you can do more than you think. Yeah, you can get down in here and you can. This one ain't as bad as the other one was. I had a prod rod, I could tell more, but I ain't got one with me. It don't hold very much depth to it, but it holds a lot of water. It's real shallow over there on the other side of that. It kind of just pulls water up, and then this is where it accumulates the deepest part right here. I was gonna look at this where he got into it a little and see if how silty it looks. Yeah, I don't know. It may surprise you for a good 20 feet or so, 30 feet maybe. And once you got past that, I have a feeling it would be pretty wet and muddy pretty quick. Some of it you could work out, but I don't know where you take it to. I almost forgot. I ain't gonna do nothing until I get some fuel for my tractor. I need to fill that Traco back up with fuel while I'm at it. Never fails, there's always a flat tire on something. First pull. I barely made her fit in here. That hose is way too short for that diesel pump. It needs to be a lot longer than that. This thing is about out of diesel. That tractor's got about a quarter of a tank. I need to fill it up. Let me fix that ratchet strap across the top of that too before wheat harvest. If there's gonna be any wheat harvest. I'm beginning to think there ain't gonna be a wheat harvest. Probably scrounge around just enough to find some seed wheat, but I'm worried about the seed wheat not being any good because it's gonna be all shriveled up and poor test weights on what we do get. So I tell you what, it's just a bad situation. What's the matter, girl? I miss this dog. I wish she would have been nicer to my kiddos. Put some fuel in this and get to rolling. It's about 5 o'clock. Now let me see what time it is. 4:56. I gotta get this stuff turned under. I've actually almost backed out of doing this and just sprayed this. Today I almost stopped and I said, oh, I'm just gonna spray it and then no-till this stuff in, and I don't know. I figured if it don't rain, it don't matter anyway. If it doesn't rain, then we ain't gonna have no hay. Last year, that's what I did. I just sprayed it and no-tilled it in, but I got time still to disc it and then smooth it up with sweeps and catch a rain and sow it. But the key part of that is catching a rain. This tractor needs waxed really bad, and my sprayer does too. You can see where I waxed it last year. I still got some on it, but You usually try to wax them every spring. If you don't, they'll fade pretty bad. That's the only thing I hate about this plastic crap. Anyway, we'll see how it goes. Get to rolling on this. Alright, we finally made her in the tractor. I was talking to my dad for a while. I don't know how much we'll get done this evening, but let's see what we can get done anyway. harder ground. We haven't caught any moisture to speak of though. So it dadgummit. This hydraulics are backwards on this right now. I'll plug in backwards. I didn't lift that up in quite time. Anyway, we haven't got any moisture and we ain't gonna get it plowed. There's no way. We have to spray it. Just wait for it. It's gonna go back a week this fall. But it's just, there's no way, as hard as it is, anything will take the ground. I did not expect this to be hard at all. This ain't plowing good at all. Not good. This disc is gonna have trouble plowing this actually. I did not expect this. I may not even be able to do this, to be honest. I may have to just come spray it. I guess I should have done it about a week ago. I had a little bit of moisture a week ago, I know. These hot, windy days have just cooked everything. Didn't take long to get what little. We had like a little 6/10 rain about 10 days ago, and it didn't last long with the wind blowing. I was busy with the dozer and tractor so much I didn't come do this. So I wish I would have now. Thought I had more time than this. Well, my wife brought me some supper to the field and got that dog. I'm glad she got the dog out of my way. I figured while I stopped, I better check the disc over. I'm gonna raise it up, make sure there's not any disc getting loose. I've been having trouble with this one here. It's about the same as it was. They're not super tight, but they're not loose. They're not tearing anything up yet, but that's how they were in the last field, so they haven't got any worse. Everything else seems to be staying tight. Let's make sure here though. I figured I got this other GoPro. I haven't, this is an old one. Thought I might try to put it on this thing and see if I can get any other footage. I don't even know if it works or not. We'll find out. It's probably dead. That's about how it goes. I'm not trying to rag on GoPro or nothing, but I charged this camera. I charged this one that I'm filming on last night. All night long, got off the charger this morning. The camera was off in my bag all day, and it was about dead when I wanted to use it this evening. I don't know where she's going. Yeah, these are staying tight. I think we'll be in good shape. Get this field done. It ain't doing the best job though. But I just hope it rains. If it'll rain, it'll be fine. If it don't, this won't be getting planted to nothing next month. But let's see what happens. I should have done it sooner too. Kind of shot myself in the foot on that. Not getting it done in time, but it is what it is, I guess.
winds 15 to 20 miles an hour, becoming northeast after midnight. Gusts up to 35 miles an hour. Saturday, partly sunny. Breezy and much cooler with highs in the lower 60s. Northeast winds 20 to 25 miles an hour with gusts up to 40 miles an hour. Saturday night, mostly cloudy. Lows in the mid-40s. East winds 15 to 20 miles an hour with gusts up to 30 miles an hour, diminishing to 5 to 10 miles an hour with gusts up to 20 miles an hour after midnight. Sunday, partly sunny in the morning, then clearing. Not as cool times in the upper 70s. Sunday night, mostly clear. Lows in the lower 40s. Monday, mostly sunny. Cooler with highs in the mid-60s. Monday night, mostly clear until midnight, then becoming partly cloudy. Lows in the lower 40s. Tuesday, partly sunny. A slight chance of showers and thunderstorms in the afternoon. Breezy with highs around 70. Chance of rain 20%. Tuesday night, mostly cloudy with a slight chance of showers and thunderstorms until midnight, then partly cloudy after midnight. Breezy and not as cool with lows in the mid-50s. Chance of rain 20%. Wednesday, mostly sunny. Breezy and not as cool times in the lower 80s.
So it sounds like we got 20% chance for a couple of days, or overnight Tuesday into Wednesday morning. I'll tell you what, we need to catch a little break here. I got the hiccups. I think I've had the hiccups every time I try to film. So I've been trying to think of what to call my channel. I actually tried to make one years ago, a couple years ago, 3 years ago probably. And I named it Farming the Plains, but I never posted anything on it. Made some videos, ended up scrapping them. I don't even know where they're at. And then I made another one with my dozer, back when I had my dozer. Never really posted anything. I might have some of that footage around somewhere. I'm serious about this time though. I already got some videos done, and just been, I don't know, I just been wanting to do this for too long to ignore it. So I'm trying to think what to call my channel, and I think I've come up with the only thing I like to cover: the farming, ranching, and the dozer service. It'll already be named by the time this video's on there, obviously. Just keep digging. Just keep digging. Keep digging on YouTube. Because I can't think of anything that describes it better than that. Because you gotta keep digging. I mean, I'm always having to do something. I'm always behind the 8 ball, it seems like. But you gotta, I always got things to do. I'm always behind. So, as most farmers and ranchers are anyway, then I gotta kind of interpret the dozer and track go with it. So, I think that's probably the best name I can come up with. My neighbor down there, he always calls me the dirt doctor. And I thought about that one, but I was like, nah, then it doesn't really make the farming and ranching side of it. So I don't know. Probably just gonna do keep digging. So keep on keeping on. Life's a garden, digging, right? But anyway, can't think of anything else. So keep digging. It probably will be. So, I did a little recap on this tractor here the other day when I was pulling it out of the barn, and my audio was really bad, so I really hope the audio's not messed up today. I left my mic at the house. I do have my Bluetooth mics with me, but the mic that mounts on top, if I don't want to use those, it's at the house. But anyway, yeah. tractor. Last summer I was plowing with it after wheat harvest was over. And well, okay, I'll back up a little. I started plowing, and I got about halfway across my acres, and I had coolant issues. Radiator ended up having a hole in it. Kept losing water, so losing coolant. So I took it up to Western Equipment, had to put a new radiator in it. And right before the radiator went out, the auto steer was throwing a trouble code. So I had them look at that, and they ended up replacing the whole entire steering column. It's a sensor in there that they can't replace without replacing the entire thing. So anyway, it ended up being like $8 grand or something, but I got it all fixed, and then got back out to the field. I think it may have been like the third field after that. It was real late. It took forever for me to get back, and the ground was hard. It was like the 1st of August. I mean, usually I'm plowing the 2nd or 3rd time by then, but I was busting stubble still, and because I've been so long without my tractor, the ground was real hard. And I had these Bluetooth headphones on. I was listening to a podcast or something, and I took them off, and the motor was knocking. I was like, oh crap. Immediately stopped and killed it. Didn't let it cool down or nothing. I just killed it. And I was like, man, maybe it's just in my head, you know. Because I had them headphones on. But I called John Deere anyway, and I said, hey, come out here. I think this thing's knocking. He said, what kind of knocking? Like an injector, like a, you know, or like a normal diesel knock? I was like, no, this is a sure enough knock. And so they come out. He said, got underneath the hood, and he said, crank it, but don't start it, or start it up, and then as soon as I say kill it. So I did. He immediately went, kill it. He ended up, I mean, it was, sure enough, we knew we had problems. We pulled the valve cover off, and we found that injector number 1 had a broken spring on it. It broke a spring. It wasn't no big deal. It just broke a spring, and that was allowing that rocker arm to slap, kind of making a knock. So anyway, he said, really, Blake, you need to put all 6 injectors in this thing and bite the bullet. I said, all right, well, what's it gonna cost? And he said, probably $8,000 to $10,000. I was like, okay. So probably around 8 though. But it was COVID and stuff was higher. And anyway, we get to call. We call Western Equipment, all their stores. We called Dallas Warehouse, everything. They ain't got them. Not a one. I couldn't even replace the one I needed. So get to talking to some of their competitors and found 3 injectors is all I could find. Well, I didn't want to put 3 in it and then have 3 new ones and you know, the rest old, so that would be dumb. So I just bought the one. It was like $1,200 and had him put it in. Well, everything's been fine since then. We got it going, but I mean, I could tell right off the bat the tractor wasn't like it used to be. He didn't notice, you know, because he ain't been in it like I have, but we started it up and I was like, man, this thing's, it's just missing. I can feel it in the seat. I can feel it just kind of missing a little. And he said, he got in it, he's like, I think it's fine. He said, you need to, sorry. He said, we really need to put them all in, but hang on. I don't know why the hell I got the hiccups so bad all the time. Anyway, he said, you really need to put all 6 of them in, but, you know, when we get them, maybe we'll start it up in the morning, you're sitting there on an idle, you can feel this motor just kind of doing this. And you can feel it in the seat. And the only thing I can figure is that one injector is putting out a little bit more fuel, or a little less fuel maybe, I don't know. But probably a little more fuel than the other 5. So that one cylinder's getting a little harder hit than the other 5. And I don't know. I don't know if that's gonna be a problem. I mean, everybody I talk to says it ain't throwing no code. It's running good. It ain't blowing no smoke. It ain't just running, you know. But I know I need to put the. Now, if I was to do it now, I'd probably put all 6. I wouldn't even put the other 5 injectors in because that one's got somewhere on it now compared to what the new ones would have. So I don't know. I put about 250 hours, 300 hours maybe since then. But it's just, I may have more hours on it than that, but it ain't a whole lot. But it's just one of them deals. COVID has messed up so many things, and it makes me so mad because I wish I would have just put them in right then and there. But like that dozer I bought, it should have been here. I bought it December 20 something, and it should have been here no later than February the 15th. Here we are, April the 15th, and it's still not even, he ain't even started on it. Waiting on parts, back ordered parts. You guys gotta check out that sunset. I'm sure this camera don't do it justice. It's pretty. I've been lifting up and going over them terraces. That little strip on my tent there, where it comes together, I had these windows tinted. That bugs me so bad. But we had so much trouble. I had this poor guy that tinted these windows on this thing. Had so much trouble. We redid them, I think, 3 or 4 times in one day. Kept getting dirt in them and all. Flip that up all the time when I'm auto steers on so I can hide it. But I'm kind of picky about stuff. Got my I do like how this Midland radio has these USB ports. I have my camera hanging from right here, and I just charge it at the same time. I had to order 3 more batteries for this GoPro because they don't stay up for nothing. I think I'd probably just got some bad batteries. I've had this thing for like 2 years and never used it, so I'm sure they're probably gone bad. But I'll find out, I guess. These old guys, they just left an electrical line just laying across the ground. What have they got going on here? Oh, they're pumping acid down that well. I guess. This is what we deal with out here all the time. I mean, I understand everybody's gotta make a living, but I mean, a phone call would be nice. That way I know I don't. I mean, I got close to chopping that thing up, and if I would have fried the auto steer or something up on that tractor, I would have been one mad somebody. It's just, I don't know. I don't agree with it, but I won't make a phone call, that's for sure. They got power running to that pole over there. Now, I know what they're gonna say. Well, we were gonna bury it. It's been on our list. Not until I called or messed it up, you weren't. I hit it that earlier. Tell you what. I'm glad I saw it at the last minute. I went ahead and marked it off so I don't run over it again. But I might have to call somebody. If anybody knows what this weed is, let me know. They started coming on the farm next to me. It's on mine, but it's on another farm. A couple years ago, they start out like this, and they all get a red flower, and they are thick as thieves when they get bad. I don't know what they are. Something new around here that I've never seen before. Here's a whole bunch of them. I never have looked them up. It's the first rabbit I've seen in a long time. Everything's been kind of weird. Got no turkeys around here no more. Ain't got no rabbits. Hardly. No quail at all. We used to have a lot of quail. Some people say it's a spraying. Some people say it's wild pigs coming in here. Starting to get more pigs. Could be. Get back after this. Yeah, that's what they're doing, is pumping some type of acid down that well, trying to make it produce more, I guess. Well, I'm about to finish this field up. I don't know how to get these GoPros to see in the dark. If they do, I'll turn this light on. But I'm getting my last pass here. I'm gonna save the inrows for when I do the terraces and whatnot. So that's all for this video. If you liked it, give me a like, thumbs up, subscribe, and hope to see you all in the next one tomorrow. We're gonna work some cattle, so if you want to see some of that, tune in for the next video. I'm hoping to get some of that on footage, so keep digging, guys.